Hey, I'm John Cannell, and today on Preppy Kitchen, we're making a delicious and decadent Black Forest cake. First off, set your oven to 350, and you're gonna wanna prep two 8-inch pans. Now, into a large bowl, we're gonna combine the dry ingredients, starting with 2¼ cups or 270 grams of all-purpose flour, 2 cups or 400 grams of granulated sugar. To puff things up, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. For some balance, a ½ teaspoon of salt will do. Nice and mixed up, we're gonna set that aside. We need some hot boiling water, so grab your kettle and pop it on high. Now, in another large bowl, we're gonna add 50 grams or ½ cup of Dutch processed cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons of espresso powder, about 2/3 of a cup of your hot water, and we're gonna pour this in while whisking. Once your cocoa powder is fully dissolved, we're gonna whisk in a ½ cup of whole milk, ½ cup of veggie oil, and a ½ cup or 120 grams of sour cream. Once that's whisked in, we're gonna add 2 large eggs. Finally, 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Now it's time to pour our cocoa mixture into the flour. Time to divide the batter evenly between your 2 pans. Go into the oven 350 for 30 to 35 minutes or until the centers spring back when you gently press down. It's time to prep the cherries out. You'll want 1½ pounds or about 2½ cups of beautiful fresh cherries. Pop that pit out, but we're gonna amp the flavor up with a 1/4 cup of sugar, that's 50 grams, 1/3 cup of Kirsch or cherry juice, and by the way, you could use other liqueurs that you love. Give it a mix. And this is gonna sit for 30 minutes to an hour, just stirring occasionally to keep things moving. With my mixer, I'm adding 4 cups of cold heavy cream, a cup of powdered sugar, that's 60 grams. Mix this on medium for 1 minute. If you're using Kirsch, it's about 2 tablespoons. If you're using vanilla, it's 2 teaspoons. Thick enough that I can add my flavoring in, and I am using vanilla today. 2 teaspoons. Perfect, look at this. That's really nice and smooth. Grab your favorite cake plate, brush about 3 tablespoons or so of our macerated cherry juice on top, about 3/4 cup of our whipped cream. Now we're gonna add about 1/3 of the cherries, and if you wanna be persnickety, you can do them all cut side down, or you can just sprinkle them over. We're gonna repeat this process. Smooth that out. And add another 1/3 of your cherries on top. Last layer goes on. The remaining frosting goes onto our cake. I'm gonna get some curls of chocolate that I can apply to my cake. This was 80 grams of chocolate that I chopped finely along with a 1/4 cup of hot cream, microwaved, mixed it up, and now it's perfect. Spraying my remaining reserved 1 cup of whipped cream into a large piping bag fitted with a closed star tip. Grab 8 of your prettiest cherries, stems and all, and give it a slice, and it's ready to enjoy.